My piece is 3 minutes, so that gives me 2 minutes for announcement.
We're actually doing good on time, so don't worry.
Regarding the videographer and what he is doing, I have a notebook here and a page where you can write it down. $5 for any piece of the show. We're doing a special on the whole DVD. And anyway, on my announcements. What I did last time I was here, The Perfect Tie by Shel Silverstein, the what you should and shouldn't say was mentioned, and it should be mentioned that I had it printed out by the librarian, and she knew what the last line was. So, as long as people know what's going on, it's amazing what's possible. It's only cheating if the partners don't know what's going on. So anyway, if you want to see what happened last time, I'm going to be doing the performance art version, not the poetry reading version, at O'Reilly's the first Tuesday. We will be filming it for my DVD. What we are doing here is also for my DVD. My show is not my show. My show is my experts. My show is my audience. Which is why the other page is for those of you that would be interested in seeing where the future of entertainment is. 15 seconds of fame, hey, YouTube gives you as much fame as you want for free. And that's what we're about. You can live well on next to nothing. That's one of my shows. Those of us that have been unemployed more than 3 years know that it's possible to make money without a job. And that's also part of what we do. The following is from the Geils band. The album Love Stinks. I will be projecting. The following is from the Geils band album Love Stinks. How many people know who the Geils band is? This is the story of a young couple in Portland, Maine. While waiting for her husband Don to return home from work, she reaches for a can of anchovies. As she spreads the tiny fish across a piece of lettuce, she notices a small note in the bottom of the can. Written on it is a telephone number. Curious, she dials and is told, "Don't move, lady. We'll be right over." Placing the phone back on the hook, she turns to see 3 smartly dressed men standing in her kitchen doorway. Before she realizes what is happening to her, she is rolled tightly in round sheets of cellophane, transported to an international airport, and placed on a waiting jetliner. All this being too much for her to comprehend, she passes out. Upon awakening, she finds herself in a strange foreign-speaking nation. Alone, fearing her escape impossible, she seeks comfort in the arms of a confidential agent. With a trace of a kiss still warm upon his lips, he betrays her to the hands of 3 scientists who engage in diabolical, avant-garde experiments previously performed only on insects and other small, meaningless creatures. Using her as their subject, they are delighted with the results. For the first time, a human being is transformed into a top secret. Meanwhile, back in Portland, Maine, her husband Don, now chain smoking 40 packs of cigarettes a day, sits at a local bar, has a few beers with the regulars. Bored, everyone's attention turns to the television set, which just hangs from the wall. $4. Suddenly Crazy Al says, "Say, Don, there sure is something awfully familiar about that bowling ball." To which a terrified Don replies, "Oh my God! That bowling ball! It's my wife!" And the lesson we learned from this story is, next time you place your order, don't forget to say, "No anchovies, please."
Last month. Do you happen to have that with you?
I held it up, yeah.
Okay. We have to keep going with the program, but if we have extra time, I would like to ask you to do that again.
I would like to put it on my DVD and
okay.
Poetry reading version, okay, so the performance art version can be compared with it.
We'll go through the list and then have you do that.
Thank you.
Okay. Our next poet is Jose.